Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So T.I., the infamous rapper, actor, was on the show with Kirk Franklin. They were having a conversation, and one of the topic of discussions was Christianity in church. The little clip that I saw, T.I. was actually talking about, he said he was raised in church, and he believes in God because of all of the things that he's acquired. In so many words, God has blessed him. So he believes in God, but he doesn't believe in the church, that the church is not real. Well, unfortunately, because there has been so many crazy things going on in the church, for lack of words, this is the way a lot of people feel. We all know generally in the African American community, most of us was raised in church. Auntie, granny, like myself. My mother didn't go to church. My mother didn't raise me in church. It was my grandparents that pretty much made us go to church. It was my auntie that introduced me to Christ. So that's where I came up from, believing in God. Have I always done it right? No. So back to T.I. The one thing that a lot of celebrities is missing it at, because the first thing they do is they give accolades to God whenever they're receiving an award or something great is happening in their lives. Instead of them using that opportunity to give their lives to Christ, they really look at it as if, my gosh, God is really blessing me. The Bible specifically says either you're going to choose one or the other, light or darkness. Let me tell you, Satan will allow you to acquire every single thing that you want in this life if it'll keep you disconnected from the things of God. He would allow it, and people will look at it as a blessing, like so many people do, because the Bible specifically says you could gain the whole world and lose your soul. So you could have it all, but your soul is what's important. A lot of people don't live their life for the afterlife. A lot of people live for right now. And that's what a lot of celebrities are doing. They are living for life right now. So I understand his position. Live your life for now, but then you got to also make sure that you're living for the afterlife. Don't just think that this is the end. This body is just holding your spirit. So I don't want to knock him for feeling the way that he does, because I'm going to be honest with you, I've been in church for many, many years, and it has gotten to the point to where, because there's so many mixed up and jacked up pastors that's on the pulpit, and so many mixed up and jacked up people who say that they are Christians, but they live a completely different lifestyle outside of church, or they don't display the fruits of the Spirit. And people are like, how you could get up in church every Sunday and you're praising God, but then when you're around other people, when you're home, when you're on your job, you're nasty, you're just like anybody else. There's no difference between you and the other people. So I see where he's getting this from. I can see it. But the sad thing about this is the platform that he has is so mega. His influence is such a mega influence, to where when people listen to them or listens to what he says, any celebrity who speaks like this, it could be very damaging to the kingdom of God. So Christians, we have to work extra hard to be the salt on this earth that gives that salty flair to Christianity. Salt makes you thirsty, don't it? So when the Bible tells us to be the salt of the earth, he's essentially telling us people need to be thirsting after the things of God because of the way we live our life. So we can't be so hard to ostracize T.I. We have to pray for him that at some point he would get it. At some point, God would capture his attention so that he would understand and realize that it's not the church that's unreal. It's some of the people. Church is just the building. We are the church. Church is literally just the building where we go in to fellowship and worship God. But the people makes it so hard. They really do. For people to really believe in God. Believe in the things of God. And unfortunately, this is my take on it. The moment that T.I. began to express himself, the first thing Kirk does is, so tell me a little bit more about this in so many words. It's like he wants other people to expose the things that happens in church. He wants them to expose what they feel about church, speak about it. It's almost as if he is unwilling to say what everyone else is saying. But he wants it out there because, Kirk don't want it to be mentioned, that he's the one that's doing, saying blah, 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 blah. So it's interesting to me how he never counteracts, in my opinion, from what I've seen, unless I've missed a video here and there, where he's actually counteracting what people are saying. I didn't watch the video in its entirety, so y'all could tell me, did Kirk counteract what T.I. said, or did he just let it go? He is using this platform for people to literally, in my opinion, speak about against the things of God. But yet this is the same way that this man has been making money for decades through Christians, mainly Christians. So you got to get in the Word. You have to study the Bible for yourself. And I think that if everyone has an individual relationship with God, then a lot of this stuff right here will be put to rest with what the preachers are doing, what this person is doing, that person is doing. Have an intimate and personal relationship with God for yourself. I've been in church for years, and this is the closest that I feel that I've ever gotten to God, because I'm literally getting into the Bible to study it for myself and understand what is it? What is God really saying in his word? What is he really saying? And because I see so many badness going on, it's like, man, the chaos in the churches, it's like, God dang. Well, is any church right? That's the way I began to think in my mind. But once again, it's not the church, it's the people. So when you find yourself in a church home, you can't focus so much on what other people is doing. As long as your pastor is teaching the word and he's truly teaching, they're not there manipulating you, manipulating the people, then you stay still. And if you find yourself in a position like that, you ask the Lord to lead you to where you need to be if that's not it for you. Because every single church that you go in, you're going to find some disruptive things going on. Because people are in there, and it's the people that creates the problem, not the church. The church is just a building. I was so disappointed and the last ministry that I was just recently in. I was disappointed. And for a while, I'm like, okay, Lord, golly, I thought I had the right one for a minute. But I politely exited. I had some choice words about what my thoughts were, because of the anger that I had and the disappointment that I had in the church. I was angry. And so I wish, that I had just maybe handle it a little bit differently, because when we're angry, we run and we tell everybody how angry we are, most of us. So that's the thing that I wish that I had done a little bit differently. But other than that, I gracefully exited that church, because there are some great things about the church. It was some great things, but that particular thing, I just couldn't. I just couldn't deal with that. So you all share this video, and if you've not already done so, please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, leave me your thoughts. Leave me your thoughts about what you feel if you saw the video, and even if you did not see the clip, leave your thoughts about what you think about Christianity and where is your faith in God, because he's definitely real, and that's the one thing I'm never going to let anyone fool me of. He is definitely real, and he is definitely the soon and coming King. So just my last words for this video, because you got to be careful of what you say. For this video, my last words would be, live for where you want to go after your life ends here on this earth, or live for where you want to go when Christ returns. Because where we are, this is not the final. This is not it. But when your spirit leaves your body, or when Christ returns, whichever one happens first, you want to be able to make it into the kingdom of God. So I pray for T.I. that someone will capture his thoughts and rescue him, because personally I think he's a cool guy. I pray for these celebrities who thinks like that. So I said those were my last words. I'm getting ready to get emotional, so I'm getting off. I am literally heading to work right now, but I had to do this video. You all take care. Bye-bye.